What's going on, everybody? This is Trading G's with G. Listen to a Dreadhead Trader with a grain of black salt. Do your own due diligence. Be your own DD. Be your own designated driver. You cannot trust what I say 100%. Know I have your best interests, and I always keep it 100. Alright, so I've been doing these Whip Game, aka Whip Talk series videos lately. I will very, very soon, could be today, put up a regular video like I do on my computer, doing stocks and crypto. So this video is gonna be about how much are you willing to lose day trading or swing trading? Do you have what it takes to lose money on a regular basis? Can you handle taking L's? This is why it's so important, if you're a man, to play sports as a kid, because you start to learn good sportsmanship. If you lose by 1 point to a buzzer beater or a walk-away home run or a field goal, whatever sport you play, the coach is always going to tell you to shake hands with the other team. Even shake hands with the coach. Don't put your teammates down. Or if you get blown out really bad, you got to still have sportsmanship, because you don't want to look like you're sour. You don't want to be jealous or have envy or just start to blame the world for why you lost a particular game. And that's how you have to treat day trading and swing trading, as well as investing. You have to know when to sell and cut off your losses. That's why for the past 2.5 years, damn near, I've been adjusting my risk reward ratio, because there's a certain amount that I'm willing to lose at the max. You don't want to over leverage. When you over leverage, you're putting yourself at risk to blowing your account or just taking a lot of losses and blowing your profits. Say if you get up on a Tuesday morning at like 4 o'clock, you're watching the market, in a pre-market, you make yourself a little breakfast or some tea or a smoothie, you fast, you meditate, you even do a workout, whether it's at home or the gym. The market's going in your favor. You see a play that you like. You probably see a bullish or a bearish flag fall out or rise happening. You probably see a double top or a double bottom. Whatever it is that you see, your strategy, you see it, and at 6:30 the bell rings, and say if you think it's going to go down based on your strategy, you put some money down. Are you willing to take a loss if it reverses and go back up right away? If you're over leveraging, you better. If you're not over leveraging, you'll be more relaxed. But even then, you should cut your losses, because you don't want to trade to go in the opposite direction, and then you lose more than you expect, and now you start off your entire day pissed off. Are you gonna drop the mic and call it a day? Do you have enough pride? Can you put your ego to the side and be like, I'm not gonna take no more trades for the day? Or at least take a break in between before you take another trade? This is what it takes to become a successful, profitable day trader and swing trader. I've proved this to myself numerous times, whether if I listen to myself or not. And through trial and error, I'm telling you, like, you have to be able to shake hands with the market, with the hedge funds, with the AI, with the bots, with these institutions that are competing against you, other day traders that are millionaires and billionaires. These are the people that are trying to take your money every day. So if you're not smart and strategic and have enough discipline to take small losses, then trading is not for you. Investing is not for you if you don't have that mentality. Because if you're winning, even if you're winning and you feel great about a trade you took, are you going to stick to your game plan, or are you going to get greedy and double down, triple down, 4x, 5x what your contract is gonna is going to be with your price range or number of contracts. What happens if you win that trade? You're going to feel great. But I guarantee you, if you keep doing it, you're going to lose. Can you take a 5X or a 10X loss out of nowhere without being emotional, without your account taking a big hit, without you losing a whole 3 to 6 months or a whole year of profit, or even blowing your whole account? These are the questions you have to ask yourself as a trader. Because if you don't have that discipline, you're not going to make it out here. You have to take this with a grain of salt, like I always say in my disclaimer, because who am I? I'm not a financial advisor, right? But I'm telling you from experience, homie, you need to take your losses. That's why I have a 1 or 2% risk on my trading power, and I do 5% max. Here's another analogy. Think about playing video games, whether you was playing Super Nintendo with Mario World, or if you was playing Sega Genesis with Sonic the Hedgehog. They give you a number of lives before you complete the level, right? You don't want to just waste your lives. You're going to be strategic. You're on a timer. You got to beat the level in a certain amount of time. Just like with the market, there's a certain amount of time in the day, especially bright and early, that you're going to trade. You have probably a 15 to a 1 to 2 hour window max on most mornings. Sometimes in the middle of the morning, between 10 and 12, you can trade even though volume is relatively low. There's always a chance that there could be market news. Even if you know how to buy good contracts with time decay, are you buying too much for the price? Because say if you're taking a crazy 2 to 5 to 10x risk and you feel good, or you're too prideful to take the loss and you hold it overnight, and then the president puts out some bad news and you have a call option, and when the market closes, it tanks 10, 20, 30%, and you can't sell it until the next day. Say if it goes down more in pre-market, and then at 6:30 the next day, you're drained. So that's why you always gotta have a good amount of money you're willing to lose, because you will win. I have won more trades than I've lost lifetime, but the reason why I'm not consistently profitable is because from time to time I take big losses because I over leverage. And I told myself recently when I messed up in July, no more. Enough is enough. You know, I want to eventually have a family. I eventually want to be married to my woman. And even if I was single, I eventually want to have more money to where I can live the life that I would like for myself and my family. So you have to look yourself in the mirror as a man and even tell your woman, hey, I lost a little bit or I lost a lot. Can you control your emotions? Are you going to take your anger out on your woman or your kids or your parents, whoever you live with? Are you going to take it out of people at work? Because people do that type of stuff. And it could damage your relationships and your friendships with people. So trading ain't just this thing on YouTube where you get rich quick or it's all successful. You really have to start from scratch. It's a rags to riches story for all of us, whether if you have a paper account with fake fiat money, or if it's somebody like me who never did paper trading and goes live with a small account and gradually grows it, or if you're just that guy that has 50 or 100,000 or more money to play with. You really got to leverage your money, and you got to have good sportsmanship. But yeah, I'm not going to hold y'all up. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Hoping I'm inspiring some good traders out there and investors. But until next time, this is Trading G's with G. I'm out.